Hi everybody, my name is Queen Zenobia and today I will be talking about Mary Sue's, or Gary Stews if that's what you want to call them. Now in case you didn't know, a Mary Sue is basically an OC that is the most annoying. There's good OCs and then there's bad OCs. And bad OCs are basically the Mary Sues. I'm not saying that Mary Sues are necessarily bad since mostly younger people, like younger girls, younger guys, make these Mary Sues without knowing intentionally that they're making a Mary Sue, and they're just starting writing, so of course they're gonna make this mistake. I mean, we've all been there before, and if it's not been, well then I guess you're just perfect then. But I just wanted to tell you guys, it's okay to make a Mary Sue if that's what you want to do. If you are starting out and you're making a Mary Sue, then we understand. We've all been there. Now, if you don't know what an OC is, it's an original character that you make for a certain universe. And yeah, I don't really know how to describe it in such a way. I tried to explain this to my parents and it didn't end up going well. But these are different types of Mary Stews or Gary Stews. Now I'm going to start with the most annoying one, the God mod. Now, these God mods basically exist for like having the most awesome power, and that they can never lose their fights, and they're basically there to make every other character look bad. Like, you try to hit them and they're like, no, I'm gonna dodge and hit you and this is gonna be hit on point. That's also with other role players, but that will be for another video. She has like the cooler version of like every other lame power, and she's just has all these powers and you can't destroy her because she's a god. That's why we call it God mod or God mode. It's, yeah. And they're basically cool looking, but they're also like the most annoying. Number 2, I don't know how many there's gonna be for this, but we have the smart or intelligent one. So some people call these the intelligent Sue, smart Sue, or Einstein Sue. This Sue is basically perfect at everything. This Sue is intelligence. They come up with the best solutions for everything. They're the ones who think things through. They're like the leader of the team. They know how to do this. They know how to make a plan. They're just qualified to become like a rocket scientist. Like, I don't even know. They literally are the people, if you have a problem, they'll come and they'll help you because they're so smart. Now, not saying that having an intelligent character is bad. I'm just saying not every character that you make has to be intelligent. I mean, she can be intelligent on a certain level, he or she, but you don't want to like make them that intelligent that they can solve every problem. There's a level to somebody's intelligence. They aren't always gonna be able to solve everything that comes their way. So just don't, my best advice for you is just don't make them super intelligent. You can have them be intelligent, just not super intelligent. It's fine to be intelligent. I'm not saying it's bad. It's fine to be intelligent. There's just a certain point to your intelligence. You're not gonna know everything in the world. So if you're gonna make it intelligent OC, your character should not know everything in the world, not know every answer, because there's gonna be some things you don't know, and obviously your character doesn't know. So, yeah. Okay, number 3, the jerk, or the mean one, or the bully Sue, jerk Sue, mean Sue, basically the mean person. This character is short-tempered. Really, really short-tempered. They always resort to fists. And if it's a girl, it's usually to men. And if it's a guy, it's usually to guys too. But sometimes they'll lash out at girls. But it's mostly to the men. They don't know how to. They don't know how to act. Basically, the jerk or the meanie or the bully. I said meanie. The jerk literally is supposed to be so cool, so feisty, ooh, independent. If it's a girl, if it's a guy, manly, and they can fight their own battles, and they can just be so bad. And they're just so bad. They're you can't face me. You really want to go 5v1? I'll win. Like, okay, whoa, whoa. Calm down. You can have. I'm not saying you can't have a feisty character. You can't have an independent character or a manly character. You can't have a bad, cool character. I'm just saying there's a point to it. You don't want to be that Mary Sue. Like, tsunderes are usually sort of kind of like that, but I'm saying you don't have to put all those together. If you want to, it's fine. It's fine if you want to do that. It's your character. I'm just saying these are the types of Mary Sues. If you want to do that, go ahead. Be my guest. Nobody's gonna criticize. Well, some people will criticize, but it's your character. You know that. Don't let the hate get to you. But if you really want to make a character like that, there has to be a certain limit. They have to have some kind of, I don't know. They just have to have something that makes them unique from this Mary Sue. I wouldn't know exactly what that would be because I don't really make jerk ones. I'm not saying I make Mary Sue's, but I probably have once. Now, if you want to go with this, nobody's gonna say anything. I'm just saying, just do something to make them unique. Maybe they can be cool and bad, but they're actually nice and sweet, and they're not feisty. Or they could be independent and feisty, but they also have a cool side, like, I'm chill, I'm laid back, yeah, that'd be cool, right? Okay, the number 4, the copycat Sue. This one I have a problem with, but I'm saying if you want to do it, once again, go ahead, do it, because I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. You do your thing. You do you. These are like the spin-offs from any character on a TV show, on a manga, on an anime. Yes, I said manga because there are some animes that, there are some mangas that don't have animes. On a TV show, on a book, on anything basically. Anything that you can have a character, and this is what this character is. They are a copycat. They have, the same hair. They have, but it's different color. They have the same eyes, but it's different color. They have the same outfit, but it's different colored. And they're identical, or they're like the bad side of the original character, or they're gender swapped, or they have like literally nothing that makes them original. Now, this is okay. If you want to do this, go right ahead. I'm not saying I'm gonna hate you, but I'm just saying some people will criticize, and you just need to know that whenever you make a character, there is gonna be some criticism. So, but anyways, they could be a long-lost relative of a main character or something. I would stay away from being long-lost relatives of certain characters. Now, I'm not saying, like with Naruto, you could be a relative of someone, like a Kiba cousin or something, because you don't know the full clan, and there's different clans. I wouldn't necessarily go for an Uchiha clan because there's only a few left after the Uchiha massacre. But if you want to do others like different clans, then go ahead. Nobody's saying you can't do that. I actually have a character from Kiba's clan, and that's only because they don't really show all the characters. So if you want, there's certain exceptions to this rule. Okay, so it's not saying it's necessarily bad, but you could also do like different hairstyles, different eyes, different outfits. They don't really have to look like an actual character from the series, because then it's just a copycat. And I've been called a copycat a lot. Now, number 5. The lemon stew, or the sexually explicit stew. This character is literally made for lemon fanfictions. If you don't know that, then a lemon fanfiction is basically a sexually explicit fanfiction. And they literally are made for, like, they sleep around with everyone, and they sleep with anyone they want, and usually these are written by teenagers, hormonal teenagers. But, you know, there's sometimes different people who write them. I'm not saying all of them are. These are usually, though. These, I don't even have much to say on these. These are just, if you want to do that, go ahead. Go ahead and do that. I don't care. But I'm not going to say much on that. That's not really my expertise. I don't really know much about them because I haven't really came upon a lemon stew. I don't really want to. Now, this one is called, basically, the perfect girl or boy. And everybody just loves them. And basically, they're like a relationship one. A relationship stew. But, their only purpose of being in that story is to be the girlfriend or the boyfriend or the wife or the husband or the fiance of another character. And I'm not saying that these are bad. I'm not saying these are necessarily bad, but they'll also appear as like the ideal boyfriend or girlfriend, wife, husband, fiance, and they'll be a perfect match in every way. I'm not saying these are necessarily bad. If you want to have a character dating another character from an anime or whatever you're doing an OC for, then go right ahead, but you don't want to make them perfect. Not every couple is perfect. There's fights, there's arguments, that's basically the same thing. There's disagreements, there's a bunch of things. There's one going to be late for something, there's one going to forget something, not every relationship is perfect, and neither should your relationship with your character and another character. Now, it's okay if you want them to be happy, okay, in the first few months or years. That will be the case as they get to know each other now. It's not gonna happen. So you can make one. Just know that they cannot be perfect. I'm not saying that you have to follow this. You can make them perfect if you want. It's your character. But I'm just saying, you want to have a little bit of flaws. There's nothing more disheartening, I guess, than knowing that you have a character that's their relationship is perfect in every way. That's kind of setting a false premises for other people who want to make their own characters or have their own relationship, because some people use OCs as idols. So yeah. Now this one's called the sympathetic stew. Sympathetic. This character really just wants sympathy from everyone and everything. It's mostly a female, but there are some guys out there. Like, there are some guys, like guy OCs, that are like this. And they're really emotional. Now, I'm not saying it's bad to be emotional, but yeah, it's there's a point to being emotional. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad to be emotional. It's okay if you're emotional. Go ahead, have your kid to be emotional. I'm not saying it's bad. But they really just want sympathy. Oh, I just lost my car. I just lost my keys. Oh, I just lost the card that I was gonna give him. Oh, I can't tell him how I feel. Give me sympathy. Yo, chill. Now, these sympathy stews usually grow up in orphanages or live on the streets or have abusive parents or siblings or aunts or uncles or basically anyone in their family, or they saw their parents or their family or their clan get killed, and they cry a lot and they resort to self-harm or some other kind of thing like being suicidal, and they just have a lot of issues, and you're just like, bruh, you got issues. Now, I'm not saying that it's necessarily bad. If you want to have your character have them be abused or killed or their parents killed or them growing up on the streets, go ahead. It's not bad to have that kind of story. Just don't make them that way. I'm not saying you don't have to make them that way. I'm just saying, in my perspective, I won't want that. Like, there could be somebody who grows up on the streets, but they didn't want to be like that anymore, so they worked for it. That would be something cool. I'm not saying, I'm not dissing, so chill. Now, the villain Sue is basically like this Sue that's given great power, or they were good and they went to the dark side, or they were good and they just wanted to become more powerful and they just want to kill. That's this Sue. They're really so good at being a villain, you can't kill them. You can't destroy them. And that's another version of a god mod, but still. These villains are literally the bane of my existence. These are the types that you don't want to, like, have. I'm just saying, it's not bad to have a villain character. I keep saying this. It's not bad to have these. Just change them a little. I'm not saying it is bad. Not saying that. I'm just saying that if you really want to do this, then go ahead. I'm just saying that there are certain ways that you can take this and shape it and mold it into a better character. I'm not saying that Mary Sue's are bad characters. I'm just saying that there are better characters that involve more imagination. Use that brain. Go out and do whatever to get your imagination working so you can create these characters. I'm not saying that it's bad to make these characters. I'm not. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. I'm not. Just saying, try to make a very imaginative character. Use our imagination. It doesn't have to be something spectacular, but just try once. Don't make a Sue. Try it once and you'll see. Now, a parody Sue is basically something that's made for jokes or funny, and their name is often Mary Sue or Gary Stew or Mary Stew. Basically, everybody else knows it's a joke, and these are too much. like, these are too funny because everybody knows, and this is exactly what they were made for. They were made to be funny. They were made to make fun of Mary Sue's. So it's okay if you make this. I like that. I like Mary Sue's. I really, not Mary Sue's. I like parody stews, or parody Sue's, because they're funny. And they're made to do that. They're made to make you laugh. So, next time you're making an OC or a character, just remember, a little bit of imagination can go a long way. This has been Queen Zenobia, and I'll see you next time. Bye!